Hello everyone, welcome back to Think Lab by Saurabh. So if you are building AI application today, choosing the right powerful language model is only the beginning. The real intelligence of any AI system, comes from its architecture. So that's where the AI design pattern before, becomes very important, right? So these are the reusable design approach that help AI system to reason better, use the tools, reduce the hallucination and solve the complex problem. So today's video, I will explain the 10 most important AI design pattern that every AI engineer should know in 2026. So let's get started. So what are the AI design pattern? So before jumping into the pattern, let's understand what they are. So think of them like a software design pattern. Instead of solving the same problem, repeatedly, engineer use the problem architecture. So AI design pattern do the same things, right? So they define how a agent, should things, retrieve information, use the tools, and do the collaboration and improve its response, right? So these patterns are now widely used in the modern AI applications, right? So now we are going to discuss all the 10 patterns. So number one is the pattern one is we called reflection. So one of the first design pattern is we called reflection. Reflection means the AI evaluates its own answer before sending it, right? So instead of responding the immediate, it's asked itself, is it the answer is correct? Can I improve it? For example, if an AI write a Python code, it can review the code, identify the bugs, and generate the better version. So reflection simply improve the response quality, right? The pattern number two, that is planning. The second pattern is planning. So complex problems should not be solved in one step. So instead of solving the one step, the AI break the task into the smaller pieces, right? Suppose you ask create a business plan. So the AI first identify the market, then we identify the competitor, then we do the price comparison, then we perform the financial projections, and finally we write the complete document, right? So this planning improve the accuracy and the organizations, right? Now we are going to discuss about the pattern 3, routing. So the third pattern is routing. So not every request should not go to the same model or workflow. The smart AI system first understand the user intent, then it's route the request to the most suitable model, or we also send to the database or some kind of AI agent. For example, coding question go to the coding model. Medical question go to the healthcare. Image request go to the vision model. Routing improves the efficiency and reduce the costs, right? That's why you use the this pattern 3. Okay, so now we are discussing about the pattern 4 that we call the react. So one of the most popular AI design pattern is the react. So react stands for reason plus act, right? So instead of directly answering, the AI follow the loop. Okay, so first it thinks, next it use a tool if necessary, right? Then it's absorb the result, okay, and finally it continue the reasoning until the task is completed. So this enable AI to solve the much more complex problem. So pattern number 5 is the multi-agent. So sometimes one agent is not enough. So that's where multi-agent systems came in, right? So imagine if you are going to build a particular software product. So one AI write the code, another review the code, another create the documentation, another perform the testing. So each agent has the specialized role. So together they solve the larger they solve the larger problem, and also and compared to the single agent. Okay, so that's why you use this multi-agent system. Now we are discussing the pattern 6 that we call the self-correction. So every powerful AI model makes a mistake. So the self-correction pattern help to reduce those errors, right? So after generating an answer, the AI check the is about the inconsistency, right? We also check the incorrect calculations, missing information, or some kind of logical problem. If any error is found, the response is corrected automatically. So this increase the trust and also make the system reliable, right? Now we are going to discuss about the pattern 7 we call the tool calling, right? So modern AI should not rely only the what it remember. It also use the external tool. So this pattern is called tool calling. So the AI can search on the web. They can also write a query to database. They can also call API, perform the different calculation, or they can also execute some kind of code, or they instead of guessing, they also retrieve the accurate information from the external system. So this is one of the biggest advancement in AI engineering, right? Now we are moving to the pattern 8 we called memory. So memory transform AI from chatbot into the intelligence assistant. So without memory, every conversation start from the zero. So with memory, the AI remember user preference, and also it's remember the previous project, it's remember the previous conversation history, and also important facts. So these are the different kinds of memory. Okay, working memory store the information from the current state. Semantic memory we use for the store the fact. Episodic memory use the previous experience. Memory enables the personalized AI experience, right? So now we are going to discuss about the pattern 9. Pattern 9 is the RAG, retrieval augment generation. So one of the one limitation of language model is that they only know what they learn during the training. So RAG solve the problem instead of relying only the internal knowledge. The AI retrieve the information from the external document before answering. So this could include the company policy, research paper, technical manual, or some kind of enterprise database. Okay. So as the result, the answer become more accurate, more up to date, and also easier to verify. So that's why the RAG has become one of the most popular enterprise AI architecture. Now we are going to discuss about the pattern 10, human in the loop. Our final pattern is the human in the loop. So some decisions are too important to leave entirely on AI. For example, medical diagnosis, financial approval, legal decision, or some kind of any situation. So AI generate the recommendation, but human review and approve them before action is taken. So this improve the safety, governance, and accountability, right? So human oversight remain the essential for the many real world application. So how this pattern work together? Now let's connect everything, right? So first step is the user send a request, then AI first create a plan. It select the high, it select the right workflow through the routing. If necessary, it retrieve the information using the RAG. They call it the external tools. The AI reason using the React loop. Multi-agent also collaborate where it's needed. The response is reviewed through the reflections. Fixed during error are fixed using the self corrections. Critical output are approved by the human. And finally, the AI store the useful information in the memory for the future interaction. So this how the modern AI system operates. So why every AI engineer should know, right? This pattern. So this pattern helps to build the AI system that are more accurate, more reliable, and more scalable. Okay. So less like to hallucination, better to solve the complex problem, or whether you are building the chatbot or some kind of coding assistant or research agent or customer support system or any kind of enterprise AI platform. So this design pattern provide a strong architecture foundation, right? So final takeaway from this video. So let's quickly summarize all the 10 patterns. The first one is the reflection, second one is the planning, third one is the routing, fourth one is the react, fifth one is the multi-agent, sixth one is the correction, seventh one is the tool calling, eighth one is the memory, ninth one is the RAG, and the 10th one is the human in loop. So if you understand this 10 concept, so you will have a strong foundation for building the production ready AI system in 2026 and beyond. So it's enough of this video. I hope this video help you to understand the most important AI design pattern in the modern AI engineering. So if you found this video valuable, so please like the video, subscribe the Think Lab by Saurabh, and share it with your friends and colleagues. So let's comment in if anything is required, so you can comment in the chat. Okay. So which AI design pattern do you use in the most, and also which one would you like to me to explain in the next video? So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Happy learning.